Go ahead. Go ahead.
Go ahead. Thank you, President. Good evening, everybody. Good evening, Kiwanians. Good evening, guests. Good evening, SLPs, everybody who is here on the meeting this afternoon, this evening. My job is a simple one. But an important one. I am going to recognize birthdays of Kiwanians and significant other spouses of Kiwanians who are celebrating for this week. And we have three persons who are having celebrating special occasions. First of all, we have Kiwanian Anthony Harris, and his wife Leonie has her birthday on the 17th of September, which was yesterday. DP Lloyd Davis, his wife Fabia, celebrates her birthday today, the 18th. Sorry, I'm getting my dates mixed up. Yesterday, today's the 19th, so she had her birthday yesterday, the 18th. Tuesday the 18th. So Fabio, happy birthday to you when that comes. And also yours truly celebrates his birthday on Sunday, the 24th of September. So all Librans and all Virgos, happy birthday to you this period. If there's anybody, any guest who is also our fellow Kiwanians who are celebrating a birthday, can you we'd love to share that with you. Can you identify your birthday or anniversary that you're celebrating at this time? Anybody born in September? You know what they say about September babies is that most people are born in September because it's Christmas babies. The result of the festivities of 9 months prior. So if there's nobody else going once, going twice, thank you all for listening in. I, like everybody else, is looking forward to meeting the new Kiwanians who are going to be installed this evening, and thank them for joining the Kiwanis Club of Kingston. And everybody have a pleasant evening and enjoy our meeting as we continue. Back to you, President Junior.
All right, thank you, PD Stephen. And now we move to our first item. We're going through very kind of fast tonight. And the agenda, which is the notice of resolution to membership dues. And DLGE Willie will do that, and he will be backed up by DP Jeff, who is also online with us at this time. Willie,
yes,
you want...
welcome. I'm here to support Willie.
Yes. Willie, you want to put the resolution.
Thank you, President Junior.
Yes, good.
Good evening, all.
Good evening.
Good evening, DLG.
Here.
Good evening.
Recently, at the last board meeting, held the first Monday in September, the budgets for the new administrative year, both the administrative and the service accounts, were approved. Arising recently, though, from a Kiwanis International movement of Kiwanis clubs in Jamaica. From tier C to tier B, it had resulted in an increase of $11 to our members. So the board, after long discussion, said that they resolved that annual dues of $15,000 payable to Kiwanis Club of Kingston be now increased to $17,000 effective October 1. Just to give you some background, whereas it's projected that the club's expenditure will outstrip income in 2023-24 financial year without administrative fundraisers, please note, as well as a resulting increase in dues payable to Kiwanis International from $23 to $34 as a result of clubs, as I mentioned, in Jamaica being moved from tier C to tier B effective October 1, 2023. Be it resolved that annual dues of 15,000 payable to Kiwanis Club of Kingston be increased to 17,000 effective October 1, 2023. It should be noted that when the annual subscription was moved to $15,000 in October 2017, it was based on a rate of US $1 to 131 Jamaican dollars. Of course, now the rate is approximately $1 to Jamaican 156. And pursuant to the relevant bylaw in the club policies, proper note, 14 days notice, had to be given to the members for it to be ratified. So this evening, we are presenting the resolution, and for it to be ratified, that we need to have 2/3 approval by the members present. I think the best way of doing it is just those members who are in favor of the increase. Jeff, did you have something to add?
DP Jeff.
Okay.
Yes, all right. Yes. Sorry, I got interrupted a little bit.
Yes, you're
Are you
on now.
hearing me now?
You're
Yes,
on,
Jeff.
yes.
Yes. No, what happened? I must tell you, a lot of work went into this because the board meeting, we had a special board meeting from the 23rd of August to look at this. Then a committee was formed and we met on the 1st of September. And we went into great detail on the budget, including, as Willie has said there, about the increase in international dues. And when we worked it out, we realized that without an increase in dues, we would have a shortfall in our administrative costs. And even during the budget, which was accepted at the board meeting on the 1st of September, we only have, and with the increased dues, we only have a surplus of $31,000 for the year. And so I would like to move and to support Willie that, you know, I don't know if you want me to read the whole resolution in its official format.
You could.
But yeah, okay, let me read it. Because it does encapsulate all the things we are saying. And of course, this was also, I must say, agreed to by the board and recommended for the membership. But it says notice of resolution to be put to the board meeting held on September the 4th. Whereas it is projected that the club's expenditure will outstrip income in 2023 to 2024 financial year without administrative fundraisers, as well as a resulting increase in dues payable to Kiwanis International from $23 to $34 will, as a result of clubs in Jamaica being moved from Tier C to Tier B, effective October 1, 2023. Be it resolved that annual dues of $15,000 payable to Kiwanis International be increased to $17,000 effective October 1, 2023. It should be noticed that when the annual subscription is moved to $15,000 in October, when it was moved in, as Willie has said, in October 2017, it was based on a rate of US $1 to Jamaican dollar 131. And the rate is now $1 to 156, which is a higher percentage than the increase in dues. And what I would do, like amendment to the thing, bidders are the annual dues payable to the Kiwanis Club of Kingston be increased from $15,000 to $17,000. So I move.
Yes. Any
Any
discussion?
seconders?
Yes.
Seconded by
Seconded.
LGD Desmond.
Yes.
And so, President, maybe you can go through the process, ask for the ayes and the
You're right. Okay.
nays.
Would we like to have a quick discussion on this?
I
On
don't
this,
think it-
I will move on.
And
Okay.
if there are any abstain persons who are going to abstain or object,
Right.
that's it.
Could be carried.
So we'll move. Thank you, DP Richard, and welcome.
I'm seconding that motion.
Yeah. So, do we have any objection at this point?
Abstentions.
Abstentions. Do we have any abstention at this point as well? Gentlemen, you know it's kind of getting hard, but this is something as the DP Jeff has explained, very essential at this time.
Like all are in favor.
Yeah. Okay. Willie's pushing it on. And all in favor then? Aye.
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 Aye. Aye.
Aye.
Any abstention?
Aye.
I've heard the ayes.
All in favor.
Any objection? The ayes have it. So our dues will remove from $15,000 to $17,000 as of October 1st.
And as was written there, it is, you could register that it has been carried with unanimity.
Yes. It was unanimous.
Unanimous.
Right.
Effective what date?
October
The 1st
1.
of October.
October 1. Yes, okay.
Right. So thank you, gentlemen. Thank you, DP Jeff and DLG. We'll now move on to our next item. And our next item will, what it's saying, DP Stewart, you'll present DLGE Stan.
I am supposed to introduce. I'll be
You
introducing.
introduce, sorry. I really meant to introduce. Who will be now presenting the new members orientation. And I noticed that we have as well, just a minute, DP, that we have as well online with us, one of our new members, Christopher, Kiwani Christopher, right? Thank you for coming. Christopher Anderson, that is. And we have Wentworth. I know that we have Wentworth, Kiwani and Wentworth Prendergast online as well. They have been very active. And we welcome you at this meeting, my friend, Kiwanians. Okay, DP. Stu.
Okay. Thank you, President Junior, fellow Kiwanians and guests. It is my pleasure to introduce this gentleman who is, in fact, next year, he will have earned his Legion of Honor for 45 years. So that is a long time. What is interesting I can say about him, one of the interesting things I can say is that even though he was president of the club quite a while ago, he hasn't stopped working. You know, some of us have kind of eased off, saying, well, okay, you know, I did my duty. But persons like DLGE Stan have continued to work and continue to contribute to the club. As a DLGE, those of you who understand what the E means, Distinguished Lieutenant Governor of Excellence, that is like a badge of honor that shows that he has given, you know, excellent service to the Kiwanis movement, because in his year as Lieutenant Governor, he was the top LG. I want to just remind you of something that, you know, when I joined the club, which was about 35 years ago, I remember seeing this gentleman, very distinguished looking, but part of what made him look distinguished was he had this pipe. You know, he had this pipe and he, you know, would pop on his pipe. And he was the only one who had a pipe as far as, I mean, among the group of members that I used to see at when we used to meet at the, well, we have met at so many different places, but at the hotels in those days. And I never said I wanted to have to be somebody like have sold me a pipe. I didn't have that particular wish, but he certainly did look distinguished. Well, let me just say this though. A lot of members who continue to work, after a while, they tend to settle down in a role. And one of the roles that DLGE Stan has kind of settled down in is as chair of membership group. And he has shared many other committees. I'm sure he has shared fundraising. He has shared many other committees. But more recently, he has shared membership growth. And he has been a stalwart in this particular area, giving service to the club, conducting orientations, conducting the interviews, being part of the committees that do when we interview our new applicants, and basically making sure that things are done right when we admit new members to the club. So I think at this point, I've said enough. Some of you already know him. Most of you already know him. So I don't think I need to say much more. So, fellow Kiwanis and guests, help me welcome DLGE Stan, who is going to present on new member orientation. Stan,
Thank
over
you.
to you.
Thank you, VP Stu.
Sure.
First, I need to know, should I hit on the button that marks view?
Yes.
Share screen. You want to share a screen?
Share screen and video.
Share screen first. Hit on share screen.
Right. And then you click on the window that has your if you had already opened your PowerPoint, you should
Yes,
see it, and then you
Yeah.
click on that.
click on that now. One click or double click.
A double click wouldn't hurt.
Okay, I think it's on.
And remember your
And I
camera.
started screen sharing.
I'm on new member orientation.
Exactly. You're on.
Yes,
We're
Yes,
seeing
are
it.
you seeing it?
Yes, we're seeing it.
yes.
And your
Well,
camera.
New member orientation program. This is what I'll do over here. Kiwanis is a global organization. How do I get the things off the side of the screen here?
But you can like the full screen sharing, which is somewhere.
Click on the hourglass.
Click on.
Okay,
Your slide
maybe
show.
in the top. Maybe in the top where you have the square on the right beside the X. I think if you click on that, you get a full. You expand the screen, or you can go to the slide where the slides are, and then you can see where it says full screen.
This one.
But sometimes it helps because you can see the slide that you want to go to next.
Yeah, the next.
So it can help you to keep it, like that. But at least fill up the screen by clicking on the top, that top where you have the minus, the square and the X. The square would fill up your screen.
Everything gone up the top here. Let me see.
Well, you just have to take it as you have it, the DLGE.
All right, let me see.
It's on the screen so we can see it.
We can see.
All right, Kiwanis. Okay, Kiwanis is a global one quick moment. Kiwanis is a global organization of volunteers dedicated to improving the world, one child and one community at a time. And then we ask, next slide is telling us, what is Kiwanis? That is, I think I got it in here in the wrong position. So, yeah.
Next slide.
Yes.
You can click on the slide that you want on your left. That's
Yeah.
another way of changing the slide.
Oh, that's
Yeah, if you click on it, that one will come up. That's just it, you know, just going in sequence.
who are we? To improve lives through fellowship. Oh, I think I hit the wrong slide there. Sorry, where are we? Hold on. I think go back. Oh, yes.
Click on the one above.
Yes, why are we here? To improve lives through fellowship in service worldwide. How long have we been here? Since 1915. Where is Kiwanis? That's really at this seems hard.
You can scroll if you want to, if you don't want to change the slide, if you want to go to the bottom, you can just scroll.
I just jumped across something. Where is Kiwanis? 7,800 Kiwanis clubs in 80 countries. The objects of Kiwanis International: to give primacy to the human and spiritual rather than the material values of life, to encourage the daily living of the golden rule in all human relationships, to promote the adoption and application of higher social, business, and professional standards, to develop by precept and example a more intelligent, aggressive, and serviceable citizenship, to provide through Kiwanis clubs a practical means to form enduring friendships, to render altruistic service, and to build better communities, to cooperate in creating and maintaining that sound public opinion and high idealism which may possibly increase of righteousness, justice, patriotism, and goodwill. What do we do? Each year, Kiwanis clubs sponsor nearly 150,000 service projects, raise more than $107 million, and devote more than 7 million hours to service. Our motto is serving the children of the world. What is in it for me? I still want. How can I minimize these things on the side here? I think I need to get this. Oh yes, I think I'm seeing something. Here's it. Right, I got it. And I'll eventually settle down and get this. What is in it for me? Change children's life, improve the community and the world, build friendships, enhance leadership skills, and I put a lot of emphasis on that. Develop business contacts. Next slide. More perks. Kiwanis Magazine, club communication, insurance coverage for Kiwanis club projects, directors and officers, insurance for club leaders. Next slide. Club benefits. Well, I did not list the club benefits, nor the divisional benefits there, nor the district benefits. I need to do some more work there. What do I need to do? Attend club meetings. Take part in club service and fundraising projects. Spread the word about Kiwanis. Club name, Kiwanis Club of Kingston. Charter date, March 1964. Meeting date, time and place, Tuesday, 6:30 p.m. to 8 p.m. Kiwanis Secretary at National Chest Hospital, 36.5 Barbican Road, Kingston 6. Or we now have online Zoom meetings, which I did not list there, but I put that there. And our club's tradition, we have always have a meeting agenda published in our weekly bulletin. Our club leaders, and I need to put this here. I've done the leaders as of October because in less than 2 weeks, today is the 19th, in about 10 days, we'll have a new administration. And the president or new president will be Newton Ramdial, immediate past president Junior Stewart, who is now the current president, president-elect Stephen Gregg, who's now our vice president. The new vice president will be Garfield Wint. Our secretary remains as William Rees in DLG, and our treasurer Orville Lewis. How can I help? Annual senior citizen concert and street health fairs. Dr. Andy, that was his first introduction to Kiwanis. The breakfast feeding program, street people feeding program, that was on Saturday. At the swimming program, annual summer camp, deliver of Sunday Gleaner, and worship service for shut-ins, community outreach, Stone. The Eliminate project is completed, which was a project that maternal neonatal tetanus eliminate that, and that was done by raising up $110 million US. And anybody who is still interested in this, that's the website. Yeah, www. It's on the slides. Our club's fundraising projects. Our Grand Christmas Charity Ball, which will be held on Friday, 15 December 2023. Our Fish Fry is now the last Friday in June, and we have the NDTC National Dance Theatre, which will be held in July. On next slide. How will I know what is going on? Attend club meetings, newsletters, club division and district newsletters, club bulletins, the Arawak weekly bulletin, the Kiwanis website, and the www.kiwanis1.org, and the district website is there, and the club list, and we're still trying to get our club website of Kiwanis Magazine social media sites, Facebook and Twitter. Stu, DP Stuart would be more, can elaborate more on that. How do I get involved? Attend club meetings, participate in service projects, attend district meetings, participate in dental clubs, serve on committees, run for office, serve in leadership positions, and to do that, you run for office. Kiwanis international structure. We have 103 members of our club. Now, there are 15 clubs in our division and 284 clubs in our district. 7,800 clubs in 46 districts, with nearly 315,000 adult members and nearly 354,000 youth members. Our division name and number, Division 23 Central. Our Lieutenant Governor as of the 1st of October is Desmond Batchelor. Our current Lieutenant Governor is
Hugh Reed.
Hugh, LG Hugh.
LG
Hugh. Hugh Reed.
Hugh Reed, yes. Thank
Yes.
you very much. Our current Lieutenant Governor is LG Hugh Reed. Thank you. Our Lieutenant Governor designated Sharon Houston from the Kiwanis Club of Stony Hill. The other clubs in the division are Stony Hill, Constant Spring, West St. Andrew, North St. Andrew, St. Thomas, Barbican, Young Professionals St. Andrew, Young Professionals Kingston, Friends Across Borders, JTS, Nation Builders, Kingston, Caribbean Emerging Leaders, 23 Central Surrey Online, and Capital City, Kingston. Those are the other clubs in the division. Our district is the Eastern Canada and the Caribbean District of Kiwanis International, and our district officers are Governor come 1st of October, Kiwanis John Chave. Our present governor is Anthony Hale of the Kiwanis Club of Curacao. He will be the immediate past governor, and the governor-elect, who is now the vice governor, is our own Pamela Rodney White from the Kiwanis Club of Constant Spring. And the vice governor coming in for the 1st of October is Cynthia Blackman, Kiwanis Club of Barbados Central. The district secretary is treasurer is Jim Steele from the Kiwanis Club of Bradford in Canada. Total members in the district, 6,900. Club committees, community services, service leadership program, youth service, young children priority 1, human and spiritual values, membership, education and growth, inter-club and fellowship, club meetings and public relations, finance and fundraising, major project and welfare. The Kiwanis International Foundation. You are a member, the charitable fundraising entity of Kiwanis International, funds grants for activities and programs, annual club gift campaign, annual personal philanthropy. And that is found at www.kiwanis.org/foundation. Service leadership programs, the largest and oldest youth service clubs in the world. Program for adults living with disabilities, 341,000 members worldwide, and they are all listed there. And from them we have the Kiwanis Terrific Kids, we have the K Kids, bringing up grades, Kiwanis Builders Clubs, Key Clubs, Key Leaders, CKI, that is office in Circle K International, Action Clubs for the Disabled. They're all there. And the website for the www.kiwanis.org. You can find it there. All club leadership programs. Circle K, we Michael University College. Key clubs are Unknown Technical, Hillel Academy, Kingston College, St. Andrew Technical, St. George's College, St. Hugh's High School, Kingston High, and Gainstead. And our builders clubs are Almond Town, Mona, Coburn Gardens, DuPont, Franklin Town, Melrose Primary, Lannaman's Prep, Richmond Park Prep, and Micro Practicing School. Kiwanis branded service projects. Kiwanis One Day Project. And the website for that is www.kiwanisOneDay.org/oneday. Read around the world. And the website is listed there. Young Children Priority 1, and the website is listed there. Kiwanis partnership with UNICEF, Marshall Dance, Boys and Girls Clubs, America and Canada, Children Miracle Network Hospital, UNICEF Boys Scout of America, Heartland Truly Moving Pictures, www.kiwanis.org.org. Standard form of club bylaws, guidelines is listed on the right, but I'm not going to highlight it now. The requirements, parameters, covers membership, meetings, board officers, and finances. Members vote to elect for business. Members vote to elect club officers and directors and amend club bylaws. The board of directors determines club policies, approves club projects, approves and controls club budget, manages the club. Board of directors meeting, all members are welcome. Only board members can vote. And that is held the first Monday each month at 6:30 p.m. Location, Kiwanis Secretariat, traditional Barbican Road, or on Zoom online meeting. Finance and budget. We have two accounts: the administrative account, income from club dues, meals, meal charges, new membership fees, used to pay administrative expenses of the club. Then we have the service account, which comprise income from public fundraising projects or contributions and cannot be used to pay administrative expenses of the club. Dues and fees. A new member fee, entrance fee is $2,000. And it was just approved that our new club dues come the 1st of October is $17,000. The division dues are $600. The district dues $22.81 US dollar, and the new Kiwanis International dues $35.50, and that includes $1.50 for insurance. Conventions. We have the district mid-year conference, district conventions coming up May 16 to 18, 2024, Montego Bay, Jamaica. Kiwanis International Convention next year will be July 3 to 6, 2024 at Denver, Colorado. And we have Kiwanis Kiwanis Key Club International Convention, Circle K International Convention. Key Club and Circle K Internationals also have district conventions. Jamaica All Island Convention, which is usually held July, and next year it will be July 2024. That's it. Any questions? Thank you very much. I hope you enjoy my presentation. I did bring it up to date, as you can see. And I have a brochure which I've brought up to date also. It's a Kiwanis Club of Kingston new member orientation brochure, September 2023. Has this data in printed form.
Sure.
Thank you, President.
Good. Thank you, DLGE, for making that presentation. Do you have any questions, any comments at this time?
Just one question, DLG, through President Junior.
Right.
You said that we meet 6:30 to 8:30. I know I've heard that before, and I've also heard 7 to 8:30.
Fellowship.
So could you clarify? The 6:30 to 7 is fellowship.
Fellowship.
6:30 to 7, yes. We should be gathering that time, 6:30 to 7. Usually, it's a gathering times half hour before, and then our meeting should start promptly at 7. And that's why it starts promptly at 7 mostly. most times, unless there's some circumstances beyond our control.
Thank you, DLG. Thank you for that clarification.
You're
Yay.
welcome.
Yes. Heard someone else?
Oh, just to comment on the social media accounts for the club.
Yes,
We
please.
basically we don't use Twitter because I didn't set up a Twitter account because when Twitter was first introduced, it was mainly for making statements, and I didn't want to make statements on behalf of the club when it was just, you know, one person manning the account. So we didn't do that. But in terms of the other accounts, we certainly use Instagram, and we use Facebook, and we also have a YouTube channel. So those are the main ones that we are operating on at present.
Thanks to I'll put that in my brochure. I'll add that to the brochure. The brochure is presented in a format. Oh Lord, I can't remember the name of the software. That format that give you that little booklet there. Somehow it's slipping.
I'm sure it can be edited, not a problem.
Yes,
Right.
it can be edited. And it's also available in Word for persons who don't have that. But as soon as I am going to get some of the brochures printed and hand out to the new members. And it's also available online.
Yes, so are there any more questions? Any other questions, comments on this matter?
If there are no other questions, I could just click on stop sharing. Stop
Yes.
share.
Yes.
Yes. And therefore, we'll ask Kiwani and Joshua Brown, to give the vote of thanks at this time. Kiwani and Joshua.
Good night, everyone.
Good night.
Evening.
Good evening. Is that Kiwani and Joshua?
Yes, sir, it is me.
Go ahead, my friend.
So on behalf of the Kiwanis Club of Kingston, I would like to wish our new members a welcome to the club, or as I would say, a welcome to the family. The Kiwanis Club of Kingston is definitely the club to be. As they say, we are the grandfather club. And I can definitely guarantee that once you have been in this club, because I've been here from Circle K days, I'm still new. So technically I'm in the same batch with you. Once you have been in this club and you meet persons like DLG William, President D.P. Richard Reese, you will feel at home. So on behalf of the Kiwanis Club of Kingston, we'd like to say thank you for making this club your home. I would like to thank all of the persons who took out the time to attend tonight and just feel welcome to be in this wonderful club, a club outstanding like any others. I would just want to say welcome and have a wonderful night.
Thank you. Thank you, Kiwani and Joshua. And welcome to all the new members and other members, prospective members that are here with us tonight. Thank you for coming. Okay, what about our Sarge? Sarge, are you on?
Is it that you're welcoming me as well?
No, I'm just letting you know that you have your last chance to charge for certain people, so you better make it.
So I better do what?
Make it.
All right.
So
good evening, everyone.
Yes.
So tonight we're going to be testing a particular theory. It is said that 69% of people find something dirty in every sentence. The hurricane said to the coconut tree, Hold on to your nuts. This is no ordinary blowjob. What percentage do you fall in? All right, so let's go to our charges. I see we have very well-behaved people who will not fall in the 69%, and that's very good. So starting with DP Paul, because I cannot remember a new member orientation when I joined. So that's $500 DP Paul. Kiwanian Jeffrey Mesado, for your constant open mic and camera interruptions throughout the meeting tonight, $500.
Yes.
VP Stephen Gregg, for your senior moment with the American politician,
Yes.
$500. Kiwanian Carlo Mason, for speaking out of turn 8:53 a.m. on Saturday morning, $500. Sir Newton, you know I couldn't let this opportunity pass. For your posing picture at an outreach event and not an action shot, $500. DP Richard Reese, we can't leave you out. For your back shots of the indigent, $500. DP Stuart Spencer, for your irresponsible messaging resulting in a deletion at 11:06 a.m. yesterday, $500.
The brings come here. Them look like it now to the look one day. Couple weeks ago.
Can somebody mute Kiwani and Patrick? DLG William Reeson, a similar offense, 9:02 p.m. Thursday evening, $500. And Kiwani and Andy Jean Baptiste, a similar offense, 6:47 p.m. Wednesday evening, $500. Good evening, gentlemen.
What did we all delete again?
Yes.
You should know.
He didn't see it. DP Stuart, you're a brave man, even opening your mouth to ask him what it is that you did.
I wonder if I can trace it.
Well, you want to trace the Sarge?
No. No.
You can't find it. Okay.
Charge.
No, man, I'm good, Sarge. I'm good.
Thank you. Thank you, Sarge.
Welcome.
Thank you again. Now we move to our... Am I hearing a comment there? We will move to our announcement, notices and announcements.
Thank you, President.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, President Junior. Before I give you the news announcement, let me extend my own personal welcome to both new Kiwanians, Wentworth Hart.
You still on?
And Christopher Wentworth.
Prendergast.
And Christopher Anderson.
Right.
As the president indicated, they have been very active. They have attended a couple of projects.
Yeah, don't laugh now.
Can I be?
You're cutting out with it.
Yes, thank you, President. Are you hearing me now better?
Yes.
Okay. I was just saying, let me extend my own personal congratulations to both Wentworth Prendergast and Christopher Anderson on being approved as Kiwanians by round robin recently. And we have added them to the list of members. And as was indicated earlier by Stephen Gregg, that they may have been inducted at this meeting, but the induction for these two new prospects will be done sometime in early October, subject to DP Chairman Stuart Spencer's plans. Regarding the announcements, there are two very significant Thursday, fellow Kiwanians. please, I have 24 members of the club online. On 21st of September, that is Thursday, we have an annual health fair at the Torrington United Methodist Church between the hours of 10 and 3 p.m. Now, those of you who have been at the health fair at the Torrington United Methodist Church know that there is an adjoining basic school which has about 80 children, and there are adults, senior people in the community which comes. So we're expecting to have about 150 people. So far, Kiwanian Dr. Andy John Baptiste will be doing medicals for the children as well as the adults. And Chairman Avian Shaw and his team from UTEC, medical nurses will be present to do tests as well. Refreshments are going to be prepared by Kiwanian Radcliffe Wilson. But what we need now is the support. So I'm hoping that each one of you will be able to spend even a half an hour on Thursday morning. We want this to be a tremendous success. As usual, the spirit of this is no other than distinguished member, past director, Easton McKinley, who has contributed quite a sum towards refreshments and their arrangements. On the same evening, that is on Thursday night, Christmas Ball Planning Committee meets again at my home at 6 p.m. We met about 2 weeks ago. Plans are in place already. I visited the Plexus Hotel today, sign off on a contract. All they have to do is provide me with a menu that is to be agreed on by the committee members. The contracts, advertising contracts, have been circulated to members of the committee, and they will in turn be making contact with companies. The price has not been finalized, but we're hoping to keep the price down to $15,000. So hopefully this year, with the early planning, we can get at least 180 to 200 people present at our Christmas ball on Friday, December the 15th. The reason why it's Friday is because the 16th already booked and the previous Saturday was already booked. So what we're doing in advance, we are going to book for next year, which I plan to do sometime next week. Those are the two main announcements, unless anybody else have any announcements. But in terms of interclubbing opportunities, let me mention one special invitation that we have is from the Kiwanis Club of Montego Bay. They have extended a special invitation to us to attend their joint installation on Sunday at 11 o'clock. We're hoping that perhaps 3 or 4 of us can go down and spend the morning and the early afternoon with them. As you know, they have been supporting us. They're interclubbing over the past 2 or 3 months. So we want to return our favor to our sisters, our brothers and sisters from Montego Bay. As you all know, Montego Bay was the first club formed by Kiwanis Club of Kingston. President Junior, those are the announcements.
Sorry, DLGE Willie, as you're on the floor, really, you need to speak about our installation and changing of the guard.
Yes, I was going to ask you to do that. You at this time, maybe you want to do that, LGD, Desmond?
All right, thank you. Thank you, DLGE Willie. Good evening, fellow Kiwanians. The Division 23 Central will have the changing of the guard on September 30 at the Police Officers Club, starting at 4 p.m. And then we'll have a joint installation. There will be 4 clubs, really, namely Kingston, Nation Builders, 23 Central, Surrey Online, and Young Professionals, St. Andrew. So looking forward to seeing you there. Thank you. Is there anything I'm leaving out, DLGE Willie? Have I left out anything?
No, I think we covered. I've just let you know that I spent hour down at Hot Off the Press going through the the program with one of the young ladies there, and I gave her the format that I like to see, but she's going to try and get it a mock-up by Friday so that we have it available for our next.
When we meet again on Friday. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, LG to B and DLG Willie. And next week, Tuesday, will be my final meeting for this administration. At that meeting, I'll be giving my report for the year. We will be having a face-to-face meeting up at the Secretariat, right? And I'm encouraging you as many as possible to come out for that meeting. That meeting will be a special meeting. As I've said before, it will be my last meeting, and we'd like to make it, after the report, a fun meeting. So let us all turn out and have fun for this last meeting of the administration. All right, I'm looking forward to most, if not all of you, on spot next week, Tuesday at 7.
Thank you, President Junior.
Right.
Just a quick announcement from the Kiwanis Club of Montego Bay. Well, this Thursday at 6 p.m., and it's on Zoom, we'll be having our membership development meeting. And the host is no other than our own PDT, Vivian McDonald, and she'll be discussing the Kiwanis protocol. So we're looking forward for your delegation to join us this Thursday. And I realized that DLG Willie have already announced our installation, which is this Sunday. And we are definitely looking forward to have a delegation from Kingston. And our final meeting will be on the 28th, which we will be inducting our newest Kiwanian, Tamika. She's the one that has a death in her family. Her cousin passed away, and the funeral will be in Atlanta, Georgia, this Saturday. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
President Junior, may I, if you could just give me half a minute to stress. I know LGD Desmond and DLG Willie have already spoken about our changing of the guard and induction ceremony on the 30th. But I just want to, and they have invited the members online and others to join. But I just want to stress that it's a little more than an invitation. As a good member of the Kiwanis Club of Kingston and the others that we're doing the joint ceremony with, and as a good Kiwanian, we are really expecting persons to turn out. It's not a long function, it's not a lot of money, but we do need your support because it's kicking off a long year. And so I would ask persons listening online now, please, it's not something that you do if you don't have anything else to do. It is something we're asking you to make it the primary thing that you have to do on September 30. Starting at 4, won't be more than an hour and a half, 2 hours maximum. We expect to see a lot of people there.
Okay.
Thank you, President Junior.
Thank you. Anything else we have to? Any other announcement quickly? Any other announcement?
May I just add to what President Designate Newton just said, that there is a Google form I think has been circulated for registration. So I'm hoping that members will register, and by that way gives a good indication as to the number of members that we expect from Kiwanis Club of Kingston.
Okay. Yes. Okay. If there are no other announcements, your time, DP students, give us the thought of the week. Close us out for this evening's meeting.
Okay, President Junior. Just 2 thoughts. The first one, you can make more friends in 2 months by becoming interested in other people. than you can in 2 years by trying to get other people interested in you. That's my
That's right.
first. And my second one is, I'm going biblical this time, one of my favorite verses. Let us not become, and it's very relevant to Kiwanis, let us not become weary in doing good. For at the proper time, we will reap a harvest if we do not give up. And for those who want to know where it is in the Bible, it's Galatians chapter 6, verse 9. Thank you, President.
And thank you for those thoughts, DP Stu. Well, we are now at the end. If there's nothing more to discuss, let us all raise our glasses and drink a toast to Kiwanis International, Jamaica land we love. Good night. This meeting of the Kiwanis Club of Kingston is now been adjourned. Good night to you all. Have a wonderful night. And if you so desire, enjoy the music of